Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In the previous one we worked on unlocking the camera from the player, and today I think I'm going to start working on scenes, right? So currently we only have one scene, that's the gameplay scene, the scene that where the player interacts with the world and does all of his stuff. But we will need like a connect scene so the player can connect to the server, maybe a player is dead scene or something like that. I still don't really know. And we also need to start working on UI, right? So I think one good way to start working on UI is to introduce the concept of a scene. So in here, and the scenes, basically the screens, are going to be like a state machine, right? Because they need to be controlled by two separate threads, and I think like having them as state machines is probably a good idea. So we can have something like an enum, and here we want to have we can call it scene. Yeah, we can call it scene or something, or screen. Um, yeah, it can be probably scene, so I don't confuse it with Raylib stuff. And I can probably have connecting, and playing or something for now. And I don't think I really need any other scene, or at least I don't think I have anything else. Do I want to? No, I don't want to start working Ray GUI today. Maybe in the next one. I'm thinking about if I want to already. Well, but the IP, the server is going to be. I want the server to be global, so just one single server for the entire player base. So I don't think you will be able to pick. But still, you need a main menu, right? So the player needs to click on a button and say, "Well, connect me," right? But yeah, I think I'm just going to do these two at the moment. Okay, so here we probably need something like app set scene, and this is going to accept the scene, and that's basically it. Like, there isn't anything special about it. So here in our app we can probably have a scene, and this needs to be initialized to connecting. um, well, I could prefix this stuff because I already know this is going to collide with other things, so maybe scene connecting and scene playing or something. Okay, so scene connecting. So this is the initialization. Now we just need to implement this function, and we can do it here. So here we just need to do app.scene equals scene, right? Nothing special. Okay, so now we basically need to, I'm thinking like, do I want to go with the enum route or do I want to go function pointer route? I think I'm gonna go with the enum route for now. I think that's the best approach, to be honest. I don't think there is much benefit on having function pointers. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. But okay, so this function becomes useless because now, where did I do that? Right. So here, I don't have any more bits anymore. So yeah, I just need to say app set scene, and the scene, once we finish connecting, is going to be playing, right? So I can just say scene What is this? Playing. Okay. So we just set the scene. So this is why it's going to be like more of a state machine. Alright, so this is everything we need to do here. And this function no longer exists. Right, and here on my client, I no longer have that, right? But this becomes that. Okay, so we need to have yet another abstraction. We basically need to abstract away this kind of stuff. So I think I can just, for now, create a file called scene.c. Yeah, and I can move some of these things. Well, not scene, but rather I can call it the name of the scene. I can call it like connecting. And here I basically just move this, all of that stuff. I need another file actually, so playing.c. And here I actually, yeah, so I can move all of that stuff. Update as well, move this, all of those systems, actor move right, actor move left, check collisions, all of that, and input as well. This get player probably will need, well, but then can I expose that? Well, I guess I can I? I'm thinking about dependencies, if that was not clear, but let's see. So let me not do that. So okay, so all of this needs to be moved into playing, right? Because this is a playing code, and this is going to break a lot of stuff. Because this first needs to include Raylib, and this also needs to include common actor and config as well. And solid. And here, this is the problem, right? I don't want like to have too many stuff because these make sense, these two functions, because they are like communicating between threads, right? So they kind of make sense. But here they are like inside the same module, more or less. So let me think. Let me think. I could have like I need to think about this. I'm not going to waste too much time now. I need to think about a good way of structuring this project offline. But now, so I don't waste your guys' time, I can just do this, right? And I move this thingy into app2, and I simply just say extern app. I just expose that from there. Then I need this no longer is used. I need also to copy that, and that. And I also need Raylib, by the way. Like this. Then I need scene. Oh, and I need solid. Solid there. Didn't I include solid? What? Okay. whatever. So here I can include app 2.age, and I will think about how to structure this in the future, don't worry. So this should now be defined, correct? And now I just need that, so I can just include app for now. Don't worry too much about it. Okay, so now if this includes app2.h, it should work just fine, right? I think, because now we have app defined. Okay, cool. So I will think about how to structure all of these different modules without having any names collisions, right? But yeah, so this is now playing input. This is not needed anywhere. Actually, to change the name. This is all like the move system. This is the move system. Here I can say playing updates. And then playing draw. Right? Something like this. And I can actually have a scene.age, for example. And in my scene.age, I can actually move that stuff there, because where is it? I need to include it here, obviously. Right. This is a comment. This is just that, and that should now be defined. It's just here. And in my scene, I can have functions like what's the signature of this stuff? I think it's just void, right? So I can have void. Well, but this makes, but then if I use function pointer, I need to initialize them. I'm going to go with this, the enum for now. So I can have connecting inputs. I can have connecting updates and connecting draw. And then I can have exactly the same thing for playing. So basically each scene is going to have its own function, right? It's a very procedural way of doing things, but it does the job, right? And it's very clear what we are doing, right? So this doesn't need to be declared at all. And now, oh, but do I need that still? The only place I use this is in playing, right? So let me move that to playing, I guess. It's probably more useful. So now inside app.c, I have init. What kind of functions do I need? Init, input, update, and draw. And these are like the abstract functions. And here, I can just pick what's the correct procedure to do based on the current scene, right? So I can just say switch app.scene, and this needs to include, oh, but already includes scene on the header file, so I can just do scene connecting, redo something. I can just say return connecting inputs, right? And if we are in another scene, like playing, just do playing inputs, right? Something like this. And then I can probably assert and reachable is actually 0 and that. Okay, so this is more or less what I want to do. So basically I just need to copy and paste that switch statement 3 times and change these to the corresponding step. What did I just do? Updates. And here I want draw. Right. So I will refactor the general like file organization, but this is like more of a sketch of what my idea is basically. Okay, so here I basically just need to implement those functions, but I can basically copy this. I don't need that, do I? I don't think so. So I can just copy that because I will, well, I don't think I need it to actually, because here I'm not going to do anything, I think. So I can just do that. And the implementation for these functions, well, I can do something on draw. When I'm drawing, I can draw the screen, something like draw. Well, I need to include relief in that case. So let me just include it. And so when I'm drawing, I can just say draw, or actually clear backgrounds. Is that, yeah, clear backgrounds. And I can use Ray Whites for now, and I can just draw some text on the screen or something. And I can just say connecting, and the position is going to be get screen width divided by 2 get screen height divided by 2, and the color, the font size is going to be something like 20, and the color is going to be black, something like that, more or less. So let's see if this even compiles. Right, a lot of errors. Okay, so that is not allowed to do returns. Okay, that's fine. We can just go there, and instead of doing returns, we just do that and then break. Just fine. Right, and here I need to include math.page. Right, I think that's everything. Not yet, so here, that can no longer be static because it's being used by other compilation units, right? What else? I'm not losing. Did I not modify everything it needed? Oh, here I forgot here. Okay. Just to break, and remove that. So does this compile now? Let's see. So that failed with unreachable, which is never something you would like to see. So line 45. That is very strange because it's either this or that, right? We don't have any other. So we are probably not initializing it. No, we are scene connecting. Oh, because this break. Okay. So I don't use break here. I actually need to use return. Do not forget that. Right. So we do that and then we return. Okay. Let's recompile and run. Okay. But now I think the player got connected to the server, right? Yeah. We don't switch stuff. That is very suspicious. We got... Oh, but we didn't get... Oh, what? So we just received multiple chunks. So 185, 200, and then the rest. Okay, so the network like splitted up the stuff. Okay, whatever. So we should still do that, right? Unless our... Oh, this is no longer responding. That's very strange. Let's go to network. So here we just set that, right? We can include scene if that's what it wants. But this shouldn't really change anything, to be honest. We can printf something. Loading. This is more like a loading than a connecting. Right, it's more like a loading. So I probably should like call it loading, but I'll do that offline. I just want to debug this now. Right. So it never really does anything. How do I have this implemented? So I have playing draw, playing update, and playing input. Didn't I change the name of the no, I did change. So connecting input, update, and draw. Inputs. Then, well, this has a lot of code. Update and draw. That is very strange. It looks like this was never really updated, right? Let me just quickly add a printf. Can say something like this. Yeah, I'm using the same value, yeah, from app. That is so strange. I forgot some. Yeah, but it's always saying connecting, right? It looks like this specific field is not being updated, which is strange. So there. Oh, I'm not really including scene here. I should. Where is this coming from? But once again, that should at least trigger some compilation error, right? But let me at least include. Oh, it's coming from app, I think, because in app.age we include scene. Yeah. Right. That's super strange. Did I add a printf there? Let me add something like this. Something like a before and then after. And this is going to be app scene and then scene. Let's see. It never got... Oh, it did got called. So where did I initialize? Okay, so I initialize it here. Do I set it anywhere else? That is so strange. So where do I use this? I set it here, right? Oh, I see. Because I probably, yeah, Yeah, I see. This is like this is overwriting, I believe, because the server is so fast that by the time we initialize the app, yeah, okay, so I need to launch the network thread after initializing the app because this stuff happens before this initialization. So that was the problem, I think. I'm almost sure that was a problem. It's like a race to that access. Okay, it's now working. Perfect. Yeah, that was exactly the problem. Okay, so let me remove this debug things. Yeah, we need to be careful with threads. I don't want to use locks because that just slows down the problem, but if we are smart about it, we can not have any kind of race condition and still have a working program, right? Without locks. Okay, so I want to simulate like the connection taking a very long time, right? That's what I want to do. So because now it's super fast, right? The connection is established before the app initializes. So at least the relief stuff, right? So I can probably put a sleep or something in here just to simulate it. So how do I sleep in C? I can do something like sleep. Is this function? It's like from time, maybe? Where does this function? Maybe it's not like a standard function. Let me open Chromium. Okay, we are in Chromium, so let's see sleep in C programming so we don't get weird results. What is the leap that... Oh, it's like a platform specific. Okay, okay. We can... This is just for testing purposes, just to see. So can keep it, no problem. And now, yeah, Windows.age is a massive leap, I think. It still doesn't... Okay. This is in seconds. Okay, so if I sleep for like 5 seconds, let's try to recompile it and run. This now should like show the connecting screen or loading screen. Oh, sleep is in uppercase. Okay. Is this what you want? Oh yeah. Oh, but this is milliseconds. Double word in milliseconds. So this is a second, and these are milliseconds. We're going to remove this the Windows dependency. Just don't worry. WinSock. Okay. So this is complaining because... Okay. Let me move this. After lib uv, because it's complaining with order and WinSock is included by libuv. Okay, it's now... So this should wait a little bit. And now it's okay. So it basically waits 5 seconds and then it does its thing, right? It switches scenes. So I think it's working, right? I went for a very procedural and imperative style. I like it, to be honest. I just need to reorder the files and naming and stuff like that, but I do that offline once again. Yeah, so I could like use a buffer that is slightly smaller for Y and a big buffer for X in terms of jumping and stuff, but yeah, camera following. But yeah, I think that's basically everything for this video. Let me just try to... Oh, I'm locked. I don't think I can leave here. No. This was not the correct path. I should have followed from there, I think. Yeah, from here I would be able to reach that. But okay, so that's basically everything. Let me just remove this sleep. We implemented scenes, and now we can have multiple screens like main menu, gameplay, and other stuff probably, right? So that's a very good improvement. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one.